Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to weekly episode numero dos. We're going to be going through a bunch of topics this week. The Kroos SBC mid-icon upgrades, the EA servers going down, the what if promo, my thoughts on all of that, as well as some of the other SBCs that have been released this week. Without further ado, let's go to the video. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to go through is the Kroos SBC. Now, I actually did this straight off the bat without even thinking. I thought this Toni Kroos pretty decent value. I do think that this Kroos, and please do check out that review, the link will be in the description. This Kroos isn't a bad card actually, and considering the SBC value, I think the EA have actually given us a really good card here, especially as a flashback to another card. They've done some decent flashbacks in Ribery and El Shaarawy's in there. Kroos is now in here as well. I can't remember any of the other ones they've done as well, but they've done a bunch of good ones. So this is another one, just another banger for me. Overall, I did actually really like this card. I think that it's a really nice card, guys, just in terms of his ability to pass the ball, ability to control the game and the tempo. I'm a big fan of this card, and if you haven't seen that review, please do check it out. It's a really nice card, and you'll be interesting to see. Given he's 311k, 303k, and 332 on the PC, that's obviously shifted a little bit from when I did my review. But I do think, guys, that overall this card is worth it. I just think you need to take time and build the right team around him to make him play the best way. Having looked at this, we're going to look at the mid-icon SBC and some of the disasters that have been going on there. And where do I begin with this SBC? Like, genuinely, guys, it's an alright SBC. It's okay. 624k, 580 on the Xbox 659 on the PC. I ended up getting Zola from one of the mid packs. Then I got Rui Costa from another one. So again, pretty garbage. And then on the third one, I ended up getting Zola again, the same version that I already had. So although I do like Zola, it's not so good that I want to get him twice. I did do that pack opening on video. Please do check that out. Overall, guys, I don't think this is really a great one they've given us. The mid or prime icon upgrade, I mean, it's okay as well. Do you know what? I will show you guys what kind of icons you can get. Let's just go to that screen. Yeah, so guys, getting into some of these icons. Now, bear in mind that this pack is worth about 600k. So what you can get on some of these players is pretty decent. I mean, of course, you can pick up the highs of Ronaldo and Pele and Johan Cruyff, Eusebio. You've got a whole bunch of these players that you could get. And it does gradually, obviously, get a little worse as you go down. We'll go to the point where it's actually not worth it anymore. And I think it actually is at this Ronald Koeman here is where it's, or Edwin van der Sar, let's say, where the value of the pack is higher than what you're getting in terms of the icon. I wouldn't say it's even bad to get some of these icons down here, guys. I mean, in general, these are all okay. I think once you start to hit Veron and Hadji, that's really where it starts to take a turn for the worse, or even Schmeichel. That's where it starts to take a turn for the worse and really have been stung with something stinky there. I ended up getting Zola, which I haven't actually even seen him yet on the list that I've been going through, and I hope he's not that low. He must be higher than this. But overall, I got Zola, Rui Costa out of mid ones, and then the mid Zola again, which is just horrible to get again. There he is there, 615k. So he is technically the prime one is above the threshold for the packs. We'll just go to the mid ones as well. Just have a look there. Of course, you can. And I dare to dream, guys. I dare to dream that I wanted the mid Ronaldinho. That's the one that I really want out of all of these cards, even maybe Zidane. But Ronaldinho, I love that card. I've used it a couple of years ago and haven't used it since then, but I really did want that card. I thought that was the card I dared to dream about, and I just got nowhere near it. So I ended up getting the mid Zola twice, which is this one here, 537k. So if you think about it, I lost 100k on each one. But what are the chances of getting two icons that are in the same in two different packs? One which has a probability of pulling, I don't know how many icons there are in this game, but let's say there's at least 60. That means that two versions, 120 versions, and I got the same one twice. I mean, it's a horrible thing to go for. In my recommendation, guys, don't do this SBC. I would just avoid that. Just wait for the icon SBCs to come out and do those instead. At least guarantee yourself an icon. I don't know why I did it. It was a moment of madness through these mid-icon SBCs. Having covered all of that, and I mean, you guys are more than welcome to have a look through and see which icons you could get. But guys, honestly, for the ones that you probably will get, it's not worth the risk. Let's go into the EA servers going down now. So guys, I'm just going to be messing around on FIFA whilst I chat to you guys about this section, which is the EA servers went down on the Thursday, I believe, around 9 AM, and they didn't come back until the following day. Now, they were down from about, now someone I know told me that they were down at 6 AM when they went on to play. They weren't up at 6 AM and they were down for an entire day. Now, I can understand that a company can have a day off on this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, a company can have a day off in terms of being able to not deliver on their services or on their server, but for me, this is an oncurring issue, a reoccurring issue with EA, where they just seem to not be able to get it right with their servers year after year after year. And for some reason, guys, it's just incredibly frustrating to think that we could have such a better service if they didn't do this. And my main concern with this, guys, and the reason I wanted to talk about this, was just because EA are known for developing titles like Need for Speed and FIFA that we all loved, and SSX Tricky and these kind of games, and Madden, and it just seems like such a waste to waste all of that game developing ability on maintaining servers. Now I understand doing everything in-house can lead to it being cheaper, but at what cost, EA, would be my suggestion. I know that I'm just a small-time person here compared to them, and they're a massive corporation, but to have your servers down for an entire day, and considering that they operate in Canada, so this went down at say 6 AM UK time, there was no response until 5 PM UK time, which for a lot of people who say you have a day off or a week off, that's a full day of gaming that they could do, which they don't have access to what could be their only or favorite game as well. To me, it's just not good enough. Something that really they have to fix up on. Again, it's hard to take criticism at them because they do produce, or they have produced, very good games in the past. However, I think the level or the gameplay of FIFA has consistently fallen for a number of years now. I don't think they bring out as innovative games anymore as they used to. Now, of course, you maybe can't because, you know, every game is being done under the sun. But I really do think EA need to sort out something about their servers. And that definitely is a down of this week, is that the servers went down for a full day. I went on to try and do a review, couldn't even get my gameplay in because I couldn't join a match, couldn't really do much, to be honest, because every time I went into Ultimate Team I was kicked out about 30 seconds later. So not the best look for EA at this current time, but I think they just have to get it fixed, guys. I don't really know what the solution is. I definitely do think EA should focus on outsourcing their server management and focus on game development, focus on making the games actually better. And when the servers go down, then it's not their problem to fix. They can just, you know, hand it off to someone else who has a dedicated service to doing that. You can't be a master of all trades. You be a master of one. And I think EA should focus on what they're really great at, or what they used to be really great at, which is game development, and let the server people handle the servers themselves. That's my 2 pence on that situation, guys, and now we're going to get into some of the actual stuff again. We're going to go through the UCL and UEFA Europa League upgrade cards as well. So guys, we're just going to look at it on the footbin screen here, which cards went up, which cards went down. Aubameyang, of course, went up from an 89 to a 90. Moussa Sissoko up from 84 to 86. That card will be a beast now. Let me know, guys, please, below as well. If you want me to do any reviews on any of these cards, I'm more than happy to do so. Marcus Rashford, of course, went up from an 86 to an 87. That card has tanked a lot in price, actually. Was sitting at somewhere like 1.5, 1.6 at one point, just because of the height. Of course, Lille went out, so one of the most OP cards of this whole set, Renato Sanchez, now has tanked below 850k. Looks set to fall further, obviously, given he's only an 84 rated card. He will start to fall no matter how meta he is. Of course, Paul Pogba went up as well, 715k now, from 87 to 88. Frank Yannick Kessié, now he went up to 750k. I don't understand what people are thinking investing in this card and then holding it until, I mean, he is very overpowered. And I do remember when this started happening, it was actually after a FIFA Global Series set of games where someone realized some of the pros were using Kessié, so they picked him up for investment purposes, and he's just skyrocketed. He's now an 86 from an 84. Khalil Koulibaly will actually sit at his 90 rated card. Napoli went out recently. Roma went through as well, 86. Bruno Perez. I'm happy to do a review on that, guys. I don't think I ever have. Ante Rebic, which is a card I love. I think he's an absolutely phenomenal card. Went up to an 86 as well. Really nice card, actually, just in terms of how usable he is for what used to be a cheap striker. You know, he was sitting around the 80k mark. He did go all the way up to a 250, back down to 184. Some really good investment opportunities as well here, guys. If you want me to go more into that, then let me know. I will tell you guys some of my investing tips as well. Of course, Christian Portugues Manzanera, the Real Sociedad winger, of course, they lost to Manchester United, so he'll be staying at 86 for this season now. Wilfred Ndidi, I don't know if Leicester went in or out. Let me know if Leicester went through, guys. I can't remember if they did. If they did, then wow, that price doesn't look right. Let's just delve deeper into Wilfred Ndidi. I don't think. Yeah, there we go. They're definitely out. He tanked. They're definitely out of the tournament, so he'll be staying at that 87. Still a very decent card, though, guys. You guys can see here the price absolutely tanked of that Wilfred Ndidi from 327 to 100k. Still a pretty decent card as far as Premier League CDMs go, but very similar in a way to Thomas Partey's style of play. Really solid defender, but not much else. You need to have a bit of technical ability going for you now in terms of usability. Quincy Promes, this card is one of the most frustrating cards on the market because he actually left Ajax, so this card can no longer be upgraded. He's now at Spartak Moscow. He'll stay as an 84 rated. Shame really, because if he'd gone to an 86 rated, this would have been a very, very good card, especially to link into all those Robins and Kleibers that everyone seemed to do as well. The cards falling down here as well, we've got, of course, Ilas Bebu, who went out of the tournament as well, an 83 rated card. Let me know if you guys still want me to do that review. It is on my list. However, I do know that it will not be going to an 85, so let me know if you want me to do that still. I don't know how relevant that card will be, given he won't upgrade anymore. Musa Diaby also went out, unfortunately. He fell to 60k at one point, guys, and has rebounded to 78, so that's not bad either as well in terms of a general left winger in the Bundesliga. Something different from Leroy Sané. Definitely an option there. He can't quite shoot properly as well. I have used this card. He's not bad at shooting, but he's not particularly good. So definitely a card that you can pick up on the cheap there and use him in your teams. Lorenzo Insigne, this card was a real problem for me at times. I found him brilliant, especially his dribbling. Phenomenal dribbler and lovely speed, but 67k now after Napoli have gone out of the Champions League. That's a big drop, guys. I think because if he had gone up in shooting and passing, this card really would have started to become lethal. I think because of that lack of shooting especially, he does struggle a little bit. The finesse shots are fantastic on that card though, guys. So check that out as well. The review is up on the channel somewhere. Tyson, in terms of a player, has gone up from 84 to 86. Now this guy was only 50k when I tried him out. He's still only just 60k. Now this card was really, really fast when I used him, and that's no surprise to you guys seeing that 96 pace, but I mean like cheat code fast. Like he runs so quickly, it's unbelievable. I really did like that card as well. Grimaldo, of course, went out as Arsenal beat Benfica. So 87 Grimaldo will stay there. It's actually a very good left back, guys. If you want to link in a Spanish left back anywhere, this Grimaldo is a good option or alternative to Jordi Alba. Can defend very well, very physical, good passer, good dribbler as well. Definitely a good option, guys. A very usable card. Yusuf Atal, went out in the last round of the tournament, so his SBC is there at 30k. You can't get that card, of course, anymore. Coming in below him is Dusan Tadic, who is now upgraded to 86 rated off the back of Ajax going through. And finally, Takefusa Kubo, still sitting at 84 rated, of course. That's the roundup of the Europa League cards. So let's go to the Champions League cards. So guys, just looking at the Champions League cards now, Mo Salah gone up again to a 93 rated card, 2.22 million now. That card is a very good card. Mo Salah, probably the best right winger in the game. Fantastic card, up there with the likes of Garrincha and Georgie Best as well. Really nice card. Rafael Varane, very OP now, so I know a couple of people who have him. Picked him up for 800k, now sitting at 1.88 million. Ridiculous price increase there as well. 89 rated now. Eden Hazard as well has gone up from 90 to 91 rated. Alphonso Davies up as well, now well over a million, and will continue to rise if Bayern continue to get through. He'll be closer and closer to that Team of the Year Davis, which I've seen a few times across division rivals. Gabriel Jesus, of course, David Alaba, Gini Wijnaldum, Akanji as well, all through in terms of the Champions League 2. That Akanji card is a real fantastic card, guys. I'm going to try that out at some point. Let me know if you want that review on the 86, or if you would like me to wait until Dortmund, let's see if they go through, and then do the 87 rated card. I don't mind doing either. In terms of this con here, João Cancelo up to an 87. Fantastic wingback, actually, guys, and very capable of playing defensive midfield and right midfield as well. He's not a bad card at all in either of those positions, so pretty decent as well. RB Leipzig, now Klosterman, I can't remember whether they went through or not. I don't think they will have. If we just take a quick look at his graph, there you can see a little price drop. I'm assuming from this price drop that they did not get through, and therefore he's just tanking in price. So Lucas Klosterman, a fantastic centre back. The gold one is great. This one will be very OP as well, but I think obviously he's lost a bit of shine since they didn't get through the last round of the Champions League. Jan Oblak will be one of the best goalkeepers in the game right now. 93 rated as well. Links to a bunch of great defenders too, so this card is really nice as well to have in your squad. Antoine Griezmann. Now, guys, this is an interesting one because, of course, Barcelona are on the verge of going out. I think they're 4-1 down in the first leg. I don't really see this card going up. I can see why the price has tanked a lot as well. 89 Griezmann, pretty decent card as far as the centre forward could be concerned. But again, I don't see this upgrading because of the way Barca are going. This one here was an absolute mess up. Julian Brandt, actually EA upgraded his 84 UCL rare card instead of the UCL road to the finals. So everyone who was holding one in their clubs actually got an 88 rated Julian Brandt. This card has been capped at 180k, which I think is so stupid, because this card will continue to upgrade, and as people start to list him again on the market, what you're going to get is an 89, maybe 90 Brandt if they get through the next round as well. At 180k, I think that's really stupid of EA to cap that at 180, but it is down to what they do. 186 for the other one, that will of course rise again with the next round coming up in the coming week. That's a possible investment opportunity for you guys. Dennis Zakaria, tanking a little bit here after the loss to Man City. I don't think that they'll be getting through. Gladbach, a very good team, don't get me wrong, and they can beat anyone on their day. However, Man City just in a rich vein of form right now. I don't think that they'll be going through in that tie. Alexandro is the next one. Now, as far as I remember, Juve lost their first round to Porto, or they drew. They did not have a good time of it. They did lose, because I can see that Felipe Anderson down there has an upgrade. So this is an interesting one, because it could be the case that Alexandro doesn't get an upgrade, and all you guys who did the SBC, I feel really bad for you, because I would have thought Juve would do reasonably well in the competition this year. However, we'll have to wait and see how this coming week pans out to see if this Alexandro is going to get up to that 88. Of course, his pace severely down this year. The rest of his stats still fairly good, so I think if they do get through, we'll be looking forward to seeing how that pace goes up. This card here, one of my favourite UCL cards of this year, Julian Draxler. You guys know how I feel about this card. I absolutely love this card. I think that price range is far more reflective of what he is. He will probably be going up to an 87, guys, and we'll cover that in next week's weekly review of how this Draxler card is. Just in general, I think that this card will be a very good card come the end of the Champions League season. If he gets maybe one more upgrade, goes to an 88 rated, could be looking at 85, 86 pace, 88, 89 shooting, and 90 plus dribbling and passing. That's really nice as well. Hector Herrera, he did not go up. So I don't know actually, did Atletico win? Because I said Jan Oblak went up, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember the Atletico score, guys, so please do let me know if I've made a mistake on Oblak there. But Hector Herrera, again, another SBC. We'll see how that pans out in the coming weeks as well. Actually, no, they went 1-0 down to Chelsea, didn't they? So Oblak's card never got upgraded either, guys. That's my mistake. But that does mean that somewhere down here, Mason Mount's card will have been upgraded. There you go, 86 rated Mason Mount. Very nice card there as well. Hector Herrera is a 1-0, and Atletico are doing very well in La Liga, but the way they play it, to go out and attack with that team, I think they'll find it difficult. Let's see how they get on, though. You can only see by watching the tie itself. Mauro Icardi's card, again, this card just lacks too much in terms of pace and passing and dribbling to be able to be a usable striker this year, especially as the game gets on later into the year. Luis Muriel, this will be interesting to see how this tie goes with Real Madrid, because it did look like they were holding them off until the end of the game. I don't think this card will be getting an upgrade. However, it'll be nice to see if they can challenge for it. Of course, Mason Mount, as we just previously discussed, got that 2 upgrade for that win over Atletico de Madrid. It'll be nice to see how far this card will go if Chelsea do get through, because he's got a very nice and balanced skill set right now. I, of course, didn't do this SBC, so for all you SBC players out there who've got this player, that's a massive dub for you that he's already got an upgrade. Be good to see where he goes from here. Next up is Isco. Isco also actually a very reasonably priced upgrade, and if Real Madrid go through, this card will just be more and more a fantastic player. I love Isco in real life. I think the player in FIFA doesn't really translate that well, but I still love to use him just because I love the player in real life. Felipe Anderson, I didn't do this SBC again. Poor from me. I should have, to be fair. I think this card is very good, and you never know, we could be seeing an 88 Felipe Anderson. For all you guys that did this SBC so far, this is a massive dub. If they get through, that's an even bigger dub. He'll be one of the best cheap left mids in the game that you could have done. Ivan Perisic going up to, I think, up to an 84. I'm not even entirely sure about this one. So if we just take a quick look at that, we can see what his price has done recently. It's stayed fairly level, so nothing really happening on that price. He, of course, is so low. Guys, I can't remember, of course, all the results of all of these ties. I don't even remember if Inter... Yeah, to be honest, guys, I can't remember half of the ties. I don't even know if Inter are even through. Morgan Sanson, of course, is out. Jules Koundé, of course, we all discussed that already with the 84 upgrade, where that was pretty decent as well. And Joaquin Correa, of course, went through and got an 86 upgrade eventually. However, that is an objectives player as well. Won't be seeing any more in terms of that. That is all the coverage for the UCL live players. We'll again re-review this not next week, sorry guys, but the following week to see where all the UCL players finally sit. We'll look at those again and see how the ratings are affected, and if you guys want me to do any reviews on any of these players right now, please do let me know in the comments down below. What we're going to go into next is the 2 headliner upgrades which I noticed this week and we just wanted to discuss. We'll go through that just now. So guys, we've got a bunch of headliner upgrades as well. These have all gone through just recently as well. Some of them a couple of weeks ago, some of them just a week ago, about a week ago. So some of them here, Wissam Ben Yedder, of course, going through there. João Felix, of course, getting another boost as well. Leon Goretzka, Diego Carlos, these are all fairly set in stone already. Jonathan Bamba, of course, as well. The two that I wanted to discuss with you guys was Dayot Upamecano and, of course, this Karim Benzema, who's again got himself another upgrade. If you guys want me to do a review on the 86 Upamecano, please do let me know. I do have that card ready and waiting for you guys to say so. So please do let me know if you want me to go through that card. I'm more than happy to do so. Given that I did his 84, I think his 86 is a big jump and will really help a lot of people in terms of deciding. Benzema, I can just go through a cursory look at this card again. It's no problem for me to pick up this card for you guys, so please do let me know as well. That Riyad Mahrez has gone up as well. Milinkovic, Savic, Hinteregger and Toko Ekambi we've already covered in reviews, of course. But guys, please do let me know about this Dayot Upamecano going up from 84 to 86 and Karim Benzema 93 to 94. I'm more than happy to do those two again, so do let me know in the comments down below. And we're going to go into now the What If promo that was released this week. So guys, I'm not sure why the screen is playing up at all. Sometimes it's a little bit glitchy, but we'll just get into some of these players now. They of course have released a bunch of What If cards. Now my general thoughts on this promo, guys, I didn't actually realize this was how the promo was going to work. I thought the promo was going to be what if with regards to changing specific scenarios about players. So for example, making Lionel Messi 6 foot tall. Now I know that's not necessarily possible given what the game engineers are able to do, but I thought it was going to be some stuff like that, where they would change physical or actual attributes, like what if this person played here, or what if that person did that, or what if this person had a 5-star weak foot. I thought that was how the promo was going to work, so I was a little shocked when they came out with these cards, and initially I wasn't that happy, but when I realized what this What If promo is, I actually realized it's a pretty decent promo, and I actually give EA a good thumbs up for this promo in terms of what they've managed to release with these cards. Let's just get straight into it though. I think Kevin Mbabu, first of all, that's a really nice card. We will be doing a review on that when we can finally get our hands on one. Guys, I think this card is they've already, so the way the What If promo works is if they score 6 goals in 5 domestic games for a midfielder or an attacker, then the player gets a +2 boost. If it's a defender or goalkeeper and they keep a clean sheet in those 5 games, then they will get a +2 boost. So I think Wolfsburg have already kept a clean sheet, and that's why this Kevin Mbabu is extinct on one of the consoles. On the Xbox he's not right now. I don't understand what the difference is between these two guys. Please do let me know why one goes extinct on one and not on the other. Maybe it's just, of course, it's the supply of the cards, but why is that? So this Mbabu card will be getting upgraded to 87. I believe it is on Wednesday that this card will receive his upgrade. Pierre Lesmelu, we just did a review on him recently. I really like this card. I think he's an absolute beast. Could turn something very good. He's got 278 stats, thinking pace and defending. If he gets that 2 boost, he becomes Hullet Gang 80+ in all categories. Roberto Pereira, I think this card is really nice in terms of being a good left mid. I think he's a better cam. I do think that he's more suited to that central attacking midfield spot. And overall, guys, I would say that the boost will do him a lot of good. So if I just go back to Mbabu for a second, I would say he doesn't need that boost, but when he gets that boost, he'll be even better. Pierre Lesmelu, very good player. If he doesn't get that boost, he'll still be a decent player, but I think with the boost, he'll turn into an absolute beast. And the same for Roberto Pereira. I think he doesn't need that boost, but if he does, he'll be a very, very good player. So far, I think Mbabu's the only one who really doesn't need that boost. Francesco Caputo. So I am in the midst of doing this card, guys, for you. I'm trying to get my hands on him. It's proving a little bit difficult with silvers this week instead of golds, but rest assured we will get him and try him out. That card looks okay, guys. I wouldn't say it looks amazing, but with the boost, again, he may become a very useful card. Luka Jovic, I was a little underwhelmed with this card for the price. I now notice it has dropped to 178k on the PlayStation. It was 210 when I bought mine. That's getting to more the price range that I think this player should be sat at. If he drops a little more, or if he gets that boost as well, I think he's a fantastic card. He does need the boost as well, guys. I do think this card severely needs it. He's just a very good striker. I think he's very similar to Andre Silva's SBC card right now. If he gets that boost, he'll be another level above, and that would justify the price level. Yuri Berchiche, we're doing that review soon, guys. The footage is recorded and all the commentary done. It just needs to be put together. Very nice card, actually. I think this price is very fair for him. I don't think he actually needs the boost. If he does get it, he'll be one of the best left backs in the game, comparable with that Marcos Acuna in terms of playmaking ability. Martin Odegaard. Now, this card was so underwhelming for me as an Arsenal fan. I do think he's a very good player. I just don't think he's at that top level or at the 612k mark, which is where he's sat right now. I think he needs to be brought down a little bit in terms of price. If he does receive the boost, of course, as well, he could also be very good. However, Guys, for me, this card just wasn't the one. I didn't feel like he was top level playmaker. I could be proved wrong, and of course you guys are welcome to disagree with me. These are of course just my opinions on the cards, but I do think this card was slightly underwhelming for the price tag that he's given in the league and all that stuff as well. Chris Smalling could go to 90 rated with a boost on that card. I don't actually know what the Roma result was today, whether they kept a clean sheet or not, but 740k is a lot of coin to spend on a centre back. I will be doing a review on that soon. If they did keep a clean sheet, I need to buy a couple just to store as investments. Marcelo's card, pretty decent, does need the boost for his pace. I don't know if that boost will even fix his pace because his pace is very low. For what stage of FIFA we're at, I mean, but a very good centre-back, very good defender. You can cover him with a faster centre-back in behind, so that's also fine as well. Alejandro Gomez, just putting together a review for this one as well, guys. Fantastic card. Really loved using this card. Comparable to Lionel Messi, in my opinion. Very good, and with the boost as well, he'll be a phenomenal card. He'll be one you can keep right past team of the season. He'll be well usable into that time as well. Jadon Sancho, I haven't actually had time to use this card, but Dortmund did score 3 goals already in their match against, I can't remember who it was against, but they scored 3 goals, so they need 3 more goals in the remaining 4 games to make sure that they get that boost for him. I think that this Jadon Sancho card will be a phenomenal card once he hits above that 90 pace and all the other stats get up as well. N'Golo Kante, now this is interesting, guys. I actually think he may have got a clean sheet today against Manchester United. I think it was 0-0, which means that this Kante, we're going to 93 rated. He may well be the best defensive midfielder on FIFA right now. Fantastic card. That price has already risen from whatever it was. Let's just take a quick look at that, actually. N'Golo Kante, I did intend to pick one of these up. 2.85 on the PlayStation right now. It hasn't risen that much, 2.8 2.7 to 2.8, but that may well go extinct after him receiving the boost today. So do keep your eyes peeled on that if you are a higher level buyer on this game. And in terms of Rafinha, now a squad SBC did come out for him. I'm not impressed by the SBC, guys. I think it's far overpriced for this card, and I have played against this card. He's a really good card, and if you guys are Leeds fans, I'm sorry, but I do think this card is a good card, just not worth it for me. I just wouldn't do it. I imagine Toni Kroos is 100 odd K less than this card and has a far better in terms of totality of capability on what he's able to do compared to this Rafinha card. I don't think this Rafinha card stacks up against that SBC, so I won't be doing that one, guys. But if you do want me to do the reviews on, I have seen the reviews requests, sorry, on Chris Smalling and Francesco Caputo. Those will be getting done, and when I get my hands on an Mbabu, I definitely will do that as well. Overall, guys, I think this is a really nice SBC, though. I do think it's definitely worth it. Investing in some of these cards, maybe even picking one up for your team. I do think these are really nice additions to this year's promo lineup, and I'm actually giving you a thumbs up about this promo. I think it's a very good one, so I'm happy with that. The final thing that we're going to get into, and it infuriated me so much, which is why we're going to discuss it, is the Thomas Muller SBC. So guys, just finally getting into this Thomas Muller SBC here, and what we're going to look at, guys, is just the general stats, and then we're going to look at the SBC value for coin. Now, Thomas Muller, the 89 rated card that they've given him, obviously better than the 86, 87, and 88 rated card. Guys, I don't really see the point of getting the 89 rated card. If we just click on the 87 rated card, 88 rated card, sorry, you can get it for 68k. If you go to the 89 card now, of course, his dribbling is boosted quite a lot. His passing is obviously a little better. His pace is far better as well. But guys, I really don't see how this card differentiates that much from what he already was. Great positioning and finishing, of course. Decent passing, decent dribbling, good physicality. But overall, guys, I just think this Thomas Muller is very underwhelming for what they could have given us. I think this Thomas Muller genuinely should have been 90 plus. Definitely should have had a couple of 90 plus stat categories. And that really would have made this SBC worth it. I think this is actually, and I know this goes back to the 2013-14 Cup final, I think it is DFB Pokal Cup. But I think they should have given Thomas Muller some sort of recognition for his performances during this year, in which I think he deserves a 90 plus card. I'm really disappointed with how this SBC is, and if we just go into how it's broken down, it is 2 squads here. 290k on the PlayStation, 280 on the Xbox, and 322 on the PC. 80k on the first one, 212k on the second one. It's just overpriced for me for what you're getting. You're getting a very average attacking midfielder slash striker. I mean, I would rather have someone who's far more complete in the pace and striking and shooting department for a striker, and I would much rather have someone who's far more complete in the passing and dribbling department if it's an attacking midfielder. This card really is a bit of a nothing card, and I think, although that may be reflective of how Muller plays and that he's not master of anything but jack of all trades, I wanted this Thomas Muller to be good at a lot more than what he is. I think his shooting and passing is decent. I think his dribbling is decent. I think they should have made his shooting and passing higher, or at least given him a little more pace. They had to do a little more with this card. So for me, this SBC is a big L. Guys, I honestly don't mind doing this SBC. I would rather not. But if you guys do want me to do it, then let me know in the comments down below as well, and we'll get that done for you guys too. If you guys want me to do that SBC, then we'll need to hit 10 likes, or no, 20 likes at least on this video, because and then a comment down below as well mentioning it, because otherwise, guys, I really don't see how this is worth it for me to do this SBC and waste some coins on him there. And having covered all of that, guys, that is the end of this week's weekly review. Do let me know if you guys have enjoyed this episode. Do you like these longer episodes as well, or do you prefer them shorter? Let me know all of that good stuff, because I love to make these episodes. I actually enjoy these episodes so much, because it's just me getting to talk to you guys and talk about what I think about EA's week and how they've done with this week. In general, guys, I would say this has been a pretty decent week. If you guys want me to start giving the week's ratings, I'm more than happy to do that as well. But overall, I think it's been a good week. It's had some good stuff and a lot of bad stuff. But I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10 for this week. I think the servers going down was a major one, something that really needs to be addressed, because it's been happening for years now. The Thomas Muller SBC, a bit disappointing as well, and some of the value on the SBCs, such as Rafinha as well, not great. But on the flip side, they gave us a fantastic promo with some fantastic cards in it, and I do think that Kroos SBC was fantastic as well. So they have given us some very good content for this week as well. So overall, 6 out of 10, 6.5 maybe, if I'm being generous. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and until next time, I will see you all in a bit.